I'll read Alex's first.
Oh, Alex put one?
Yeah.
Oh, I
This
didn't
is Q.
I didn't even notice.
So you know. You could well, I guess since you don't see it, I'll read it. Q,
Okay.
parentheses. This is a question, Spencer, just so you are aware.
Oh,
Parentheses.
okay. I'm glad.
There
Thank
seemed to
you.
be some confusion last episode about
Yeah.
my question, so I just want to make sure.
Well,
got
yeah,
it across.
I appreciate you
question.
labeling it as a question, so we don't have to read every goddamn comment on the whole page. You know, just to get the question.
Every
out.
single comment with a question has question labeled or Q.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The last time it didn't. Last time he wrote a sentence and then got mad at me because I didn't read it.
Oh,
Didn't even have a question mark at the end. So
here's your question mark. What are your top 5 RPGs?
Jesus.
And I've thought about this already because I asked the question, so I'll go first and let you guys kind of ruminate for a second. Think off the top of your head. I'm not an RPG guy, unlike you guys and the guests we were gonna have today. I'm the least RPG. So if I had to list a 5, starting from 5 to 1, it would probably be 5 is Spencer's favorite, Kingdom Hearts 2. He loves that game.
Good pick.
I love Kingdom Hearts. It's stupid and super fun, and it's just ridiculous, and I love seeing the stupid shit they come up with. And 2 has a banging soundtrack anyway, so I love that game. That could have been my favorite soundtrack as well. 4 has probably got to be Final Fantasy VII. I really liked playing through that one when we did the map out a couple years ago, whatever it was, 2020. And that's a game that has continued to stick with me, and I've like, I haven't beat it again, but I've partially replayed it and stuff and had fun with it. Final Fantasy 12, obviously, I talk about that game a lot. That's a great game if you like the fantasy worlds. To me, it's the last Final Fantasy that felt like a fantasy world and not an anime world. So it's pretty fun. 2 is a shocker. It's SMT4. Played through that over the course of played through that one over the course of a year, and I really loved it. I'm really excited to explore the rest of the games. I have started Apocalypse. I played quite a bit of Strange Journey. I'm just not ready to talk about those games or like rank them yet. But 4 stuck with me. I think I'm an SCT fan. You know, it's cool. And 1's Nier. It's fucking Nier. It's a great game. I love Nier.
The first one.
Yeah, it's the first one. Well, I like Automata too, but the first game, is special to me. I actually just replayed it with my mom, so and that was a fun experience.
So proud. A fellow SMT fan.
Yeah, I did it, and that game, it's hard to hook me where I'm not an RPG guy. SMT4 hooked me, and I played all the way through over the course of a year.
Go next. I don't have it organized because I'm seeing this question for the first time, but I can definitely think of 5 of my favorite RPGs of all time. If I'm going to pick an SMT game, it would be Nocturne 3. I don't know. I find it like the most whole. Like 4 is amazing for sure. Something about 3 and playing it on console, I think, is a huge factor to me versus playing on the handheld. Ironic because the next one I think is perfectly suited for the handheld is Etrian Odyssey.
Oh damn!
I only finished the first one, but that's a earned RPG, traditional kind of experience, and I think I really appreciate it for that. I have to go a Dragon Quest game as the Dragon Quest Pippo here. So as Dragon Quest Pippo, I'll go Dragon Quest 5. It's hard. It changes by the month, but and 8 could topple that. I just have to finish it. I think 5 is the best of the ones that played, with some room for variation in terms of parties. But I really appreciate the story in 5, and I think it is maybe the most advanced of the original 6, I guess, or most whole. I guess I like a good whole, Why? That one's for you, Spencer. Next, I'll go Advance Wars on the DS.
Huh?
I don't know if you count a strategy RPG game.
Which one?
No, you know what? We'll
There's-
go Black Hole
there's like-
Rising.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
saying
if he
there's like
wants
two
to,
of them, right?
if he wants to call it an RPG, I'll let him. I'll allow it.
It's RPG, special RPG. And Chrono Cross was maybe the best PS1 style RPG that I've played. I know you like Trigger
Wow.
more, but I like Chrono Cross.
I didn't know
Even
that.
despite the narrative, it's crazy because I talked about like 5 story being whole, and Cross obviously has some like, it kind of shits the bed by disc 2, but I love the setting, and I
Mhm.
love I think the characters that you pick are like your experience of the game, so I can almost overlook it.
Wow, I didn't know you liked it that much. That's crazy. Cool. Yeah, I like Teddy. I'm not gonna rank them here. That's for another day. But I could give you 5, and just also like Teddy, this could shift easily within a month. I guess the number 1 will always be my number 1 just because of where it fits in my life. But Chrono Trigger is number 1 for sure. And it's funny. I think about Chrono Trigger constantly, and my opinion on it has shifted so much since when I first played it. I actually think Chrono Trigger is kind of a joke at this point. Like, it's like, instead of them trying to make like one hardcore RPG, they made an RPG that is all the different like settings of an RPG, and then just poked fun at all of them. Almost like it's like the Scary Movie of RPGs. And I look at it that way now, and just I laugh at it more than I take it seriously, which makes Chrono Cross all the more bizarre to me. But and then Earthbound, I don't think I can make the list without Earthbound. It's just so different and has not been replicated, even with people trying to say that this is Earthbound inspired. It's never been the same. Persona 5 might be my favorite like SMT like experience. I just like the mechanics of SMT a lot. I just prefer normal party members, and I think Persona 5 does that the best, where they're just consistent party members, and then your main guy just swaps out demons. I think that's kind of cool. Man, I go back and forth with the Dragon Quest series of either 8 or 11, but I'm gonna say 8. I think 11 might be too overindulgent, and 8 is just the perfect amount. So I'll give it to 8. And I want to throw a Western one in there because I don't want to seem like a weeb, because I'm not. And there's a lot of good Western ones like
Weeb.
like KOTOR as be an honorable mention, but I think I'm gonna go with The Witcher 3 and say that's my favorite Western RPG. So a lot of good games.
If we were a Western band, rock band, what would we be called?
It's not a Swedish game.
Yeah. It's still considered a Western RPG. Anything from Europe is also.
Yeah, I know.
If we were a Swedish rock band, what would we be called?
Button Mastodons.
The Swedish Fish.
Just going with Weber,
No, like
but
EA.
okay.
Weaver.
Weber.
That's funny.
Hey, all my games were Weeb games.
Weeb!
You got me.
I only had 4 or 5.
I put Kingdom Hearts 2, which is probably the biggest Weeb game of them all.
Nier is up there. Nier's pretty
Yeah,
weeb.
Maybe. Maybe.
Pretty weeb up in here.
Final Fantasy 7 is the game where you're like, when you're trying to be a weeb, like you're like
it's bro weeb.
you're like, yeah. I was like, you're like new to the weebage, you know? Yeah, I like Final Fantasy 7.
Thanks, Turbo Zone.
Turbo.
Thanks, Turbo Zone.
Thanks for
weeb in there.
thanks
That's why
for
I said Turbo Zone.
Weeb.
Thanks, Turbo Zone. Weeb.
Thanks for formatting your question in a way that is easy for us to read.
I thought you were gonna say Thanks for farting.
And thanks for farting. Yeah.
Okay. That's the.
Thanks for
You're
formatting your
welcome.
question. And thanks for farting.
Thanks for farting. That's just a question, an ask question.
Thanks
Fart.
for farting.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.